stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
What's up, crypto fam? Welcome to the Extra Bullish Hour with your hosts, the Bagman, Berserker, Uncle Buster, and Fuma Boys. Smash those likes and the subscribe button on the way in. Thanks, fam.
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it to the moon. Pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags up, pump it up.
Now buckle up and let's get bullish. Extra bullish.
Pump it up, pump my bags up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it up. XRP to the moon. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up.
What is up, good glitches? Welcome to the Extra Bullish Hour. We're here live every Sunday at the same time. Where have you been? Get those baggies ready. What's up, crew?
What up, pimp?
Yo.
What up, Big Pippins?
Welcome in to another beautiful Sunday morning.
Shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Shout out to everybody on the panel. We got Uncle Buster, Berserker in the car. We got Fuma Boys back in action. GDLT on a mission. And we got Nerdy X in the house.
I'm on the way to buy cryptos.
Buy crypto, suckers.
Go get him. Go get him. I'll beat you. I'm going to beat you, G. I'm headed there too, bro. Let's go.
What?
Crypto
All right.
town all day.
Who's going to get crypto first?
X
Who's
marks
going
the
to get the
spot.
crypto first?
That's this guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
This guy, right?
How we doing, guys? What do we got going on this week?
Where do you
Dude,
want to
we
start?
had a crash this week.
Damn. Did we?
Did
Yeah,
we, though?
we got some deep reds.
Nice.
Did we get blessed? Did we get blessed by the deep red gods? I think we did.
Yep. Thank you,
I'm
Elite.
tired of deep reds, Roman.
XRP.
Look,
I'm getting tired
I
of
love
deep
the
reds, man.
Them
I
dips.
love them deep reds.
When
That
you
means
dip,
you
we
can
dip,
do
we dip.
DCA or throw something extra on it and win all the time.
Better
Let's
know.
go.
You see that Tootsie Rope?
When you dip, we dip, you dip.
Because I tell you what, guys, we're not going to have these.
Put my
options.
hand up on your hip. Sorry, go ahead. What's that, Teddy?
No, we're not going to have these options in 2025 and 2026. I mean,
Exactly.
we're laughing about the red now, but I'm telling you, if you don't get your bag right now in 2025, 2026, you can have your head down like this, like the little kid.
Not too long now.
Yeah.
Flip that switch.
You know? I mean, with the recent articles of the USD coin off of Ripple, and then all of a sudden now the tokenization of gold, silver, which we knew was coming. Y'all, we talked about this for a while. We here. We getting there.
Want to talk
I
about
have
it?
a
Dude, we're getting a crypto president.
Hell yeah.
crypto. Let's go.
The tides are
Or-
changing.
Meld
Last
it in.
chance for the
Meld it
deep
in.
reds.
The times are changing.
Melted in.
Changing.
So, what I think is cool about this is if you're a person and you buy gold or silver, you don't have to receive it. From what I understand, they're going to be holding it, right? I don't know if they're going to fractional reserve it, but this is a step in the future. This is showing that the current technology we have is going to be able to help you buy that gold, silver cheaper, quicker, and faster. So I think this is beautiful.
Cashless society.
I think you're beautiful, Fuma.
So you said this is our last day, so you think we're going to have a crash before that or after that? Or no
I think
crash?
we're going to have a crash. Everyone's calling for a black swan now. I was watching, I think it was your video, and how the guys were saying there's going to be a black swan, but people in crypto who hold their stuff on exchanges are going to get wiped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That already started happening too with like FTXs and Celsiuses.
Mm-hmm.
FTX,
The last
Voyager,
hour,
Celsius.
right? How much was liquidated? Like 300,000 or 3 million or some shit like that. It was some
Right?
big number. Liquidated in 24 hours. Everyone lost the big old positions. That sucks, bro. I believe it. I believe that we need to have a moment like that, because all the stuff that I've read and understand is, even Augustus, again from the BIS, he's even calling for a reset. He said that you can't keep fixing the old stuff. You just got to throw it away. I think that's what's going to happen. To be honest, I think we're at that point. I really do think we're at that point.
We're
Nerdy, I was
getting to
thinking
that breaking point.
Because it's like, why would the bank say, "Hey, we failed," when they can just blame it on something else and say, "Oh, look what collapsed, so we saved you guys," rather than being, "Hey, rather than playing victim, they'd rather play hero."
Well, if you think
Yeah,
about
bro.
it,
They're burning the old bridges while building the new bridges side to side, but everybody only sees the old bridges. For some reason, they can't see the new bridges until the problem happens. And then next thing you know, oh, these new bridges were there all along.
Well,
Yeah,
don't you know, crypto's still a scam. They can't afford to make everybody rich. That's why the only visible bridges are the old bridges. For sure, G. For sure.
Exactly.
I have
Yeah,
a new technique how I trade now. I don't even like worry about the price right now. I'm more worried
Now,
about the number of the number of assets I hold. For example, like if I'm holding ZERPs, how much ZERPs do I have, and how can my ZERPs make me more ZERPs? So that's why Magnetic. If people don't know about X Magnetic, the funny thing about Magnetic is that I was part of Magnetic with the
post it in the
Telegram
chat
group
for everybody.
way back when, and I was getting through the. I think Bags did it. He taught me about that. The rocket tip bot.
right.
Bags, weren't you about that? The rocket tip bot was way back when in the
Yeah,
Telegram
way back
days.
when I linked up with X Magnetic and we threw RDC. We're like one of the first coins up on there.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
you
I was
did?
I was
Go
I was
ahead.
getting free. I was getting RT, was it RLT, Mag. I think I was getting Rich Duck, and I was getting something else. I think it was X Spectre or Casino Coin or something like that. I think it was Casino Coin, and I was getting it for free. I didn't even realize what was going on, or that was DeFi. I had no clue. But now I'm just like, so I put one XRP to test it on Magnetic, and now that one XRP got me 12 XRP. So I just got 11 XRP from
They just put
stake.
this out. Last 24 hours, farmers have done over 685K in trading volume.
Yeah, see, when I first saw Magnetic, it was at $240 for one Magnetic, and then I saw it go up to like 640, like 650. And then now it's like at 2,000. It's at 2,200 for one magnetic equals one XRP. I mean, one magnetic equals 2,200 XRP, which is crazy. So yeah, that's
Man,
all I've
y'all
been doing.
supposed to talk about this last year, man. You're not supposed to bring it up now.
I put it on the pool right now. I'm gonna do the Rich Duck pool, and I got the Casino Coin pool, and yeah, I just put it on there and just I've been getting drops. Like if you
I
look
hopped
at my
in that
phone.
casino coin pool.
See, just like that, you'll get little notifications. Boop, boop. You got some drops. I got some RTL and I got some mag right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Every morning. And
Bro,
this is like,
bro, isn't that AMM? Isn't that Orchestra AMM pool popping off right now, or what? What's going on with that?
That's X Magnetic, but yeah, Orchestra is the same thing. You can do the same thing there. But I've been doing that, and I've been doing that with my A02. So I'm getting like 11. I think it's like 11.36% on staking on Nova Wallet. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I changed my my strategy of how I deal with crypto. Before I was just like letting it just sit there, just waiting for something to happen. Now I'm just like, hey, if we're in this space, I mean, Franklin Templeton, they put out an article. Deloitte put out an article. A whole bunch of other banks put out an article talking about DeFi and how it's the future, and how they're waiting. Their retail investors going to come in, and they're coming in now, right, with the Bitcoin ETF and all the ETF and stuff. They're wondering how much money is to be made here. So yeah, I kind of I'm away from like the beginner stage of crypto, and now I'm moving into my DeFi stage where I'm just like, I didn't even know I was in DeFi before I wasn't even in DeFi.
You guys still claiming them flare drops? We got a new flare drop today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Flare and Songbird. I got those. Getting
Got
those.
about 200 of those things. Let's go.
So
Love and play.
what was Hugo Filion talking about? Like not that long ago. What was he saying? Like a week ago or a couple days ago? Wasn't he
We got
saying some shit was live or something?
yeah, the F
Open
asset
beta?
open beta, stage 1, phase 1. I mean, is open.
How do you handle that shit? Like, how do you get into that? How do you deal with it? And a basic rundown.
Phase 1 is more for technical people, so we'll probably have to wait till phase 2. It'll be a little bit easier.
But
Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
We got to seriously get to talking why Ripple doesn't congratulate Flare on any of these things. Like, is it part of their NDAs as a partnership or something? Like, or are Ripple and Flare not affiliated anymore? Like, I'm kind of done with the ambiguity, and I want to know some concrete stuff. Is like Flare still behind, or is Ripple still behind Flare? Because it's like too much of a mindfuck type of thing with me now, you know? Like,
Well, I remember the hype. Remember the hype, G, with the first Flare drop, dude, and it was all tied with the XRP holders. Yeah, dude. That was a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just weird that they don't talk about it anymore. Like, dude, they just released F assets, and that's good for XRP. You would think Ripple would be like, hey, this is great for the XRPL ecosystem. Congratulations, Flare Networks, on your open beta.
Same thing with Expector. They don't say nothing about Expector or anything like that.
But we at least see Wheats of Wind like supporting Expector, right? Like I've heard Wheats of Wind talk trash about Flare. You know, he says Evernote is better than Flare. So, you know, it's like, come on now, let's start seeing some support for Flare, Ripple, if we're really in on it.
We also got this new platform called Scepter where you can do Flare staking, and I don't think they have the minimum like on Bifrost, 50K.
Damn.
Okay, that's cool. I think I've noticed that a lot of XRPL projects and things are just moving away from Ripple's looking at Ripple as daddy anymore. It's kind of moving away from like, does Ripple approve me? You know, like they don't care no more. They're trying to do his own thing because Ripple themselves are kind of like, I think Ripple's distancing themselves from the drama. To be honest, any kind of community drama, anything that's gonna make them look bad, or anything that's like any kind of hostility, any kind of anything, they're just moving away from it to just create a more welcoming environment so it can get more people on. I understand their position; it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, how you just gonna let the projects go that have been holding the ecosystem up? You know, like Xpunk's moving to Solana. They migrated. Casino Coin becoming
migrating.
Yeah, BPM migrating.
Yeah, Casino Coin being multi-chain for sure.
Coin being multi-chain. I mean, a lot of these projects are becoming multi-chain now. It's because like with the XRP ledger, again, you need money, you need devs, right? And people need to get paid. But if there's no support and there's like nothing there, I mean, I think this is why we say it's charging, because we say it needs to make money too. You can't just keep designing a Zum app, you know, for free. And it's like it's the only interaction app that we have with the XRP ledger as a mobile app. I mean, there's a bunch of web apps, but there's not a mobile app. The Zum is the only one.
Yeah, all that's like, you know, Ripple knows what the end game is. Like, they're building an infrastructure for a world that's ISO 20022 enabled. All these other projects are just trying to build for the world today in the XRPL ecosystem. And, you know, we're still in the traditional financial system.
You can tell Nerdy's OG because he calls it Zum.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, but
yeah, like I think there'll be more digital wallets for XRPL once regulatory clarity is out, dude. I think it's just too hard to be doing all these things on the XRPL without regulatory. Like, they want to make sure that like what they're doing on that ledger is like regulated and safe and good to do, you know. And I think that's why we've been seeing slow progression and innovation with like the XRPLs and XLMs and XDCs and, you know, the powerhouse cryptos, is because they're building for a world that isn't regulated yet and doesn't have the infrastructure set up yet.
We got Gem Wallet now on Crossmark.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Pretty much new web wallets, kind of like a MetaMask of the XRP ledger.
Oh, damn.
Gem Wallet and Crossmark. If you go to Orchestra, they let you log in with them.
Yeah, I know this gym has been everywhere as well. Like on DeFi, it's been like everywhere.
I've been messing with So right now I'm making the next video of how to stake, because I think Velo's offering like 126% APY on, I think, like USDX and Velo pair. But it's on the Binance chain. So I was making a video right now of how to do that. But the fees on Ethereum have gone down drastically, and it's actually kind of pleasant doing stuff on Ethereum now from before. I don't know. I had to admit that. Um,
Yo, nerdy, DeFi nerdy, are you doing any YXLM?
XLM. I got some XLM pairs. Right now I got the
Are you
I
doing
got
any
the structure.
YXLM? YXLM? It's like where you build what's it called? It's by Ultra Stellar Capital or something like that, and you can wrap your XLM for more XLM. Basically, you wrap it into YXLM, and then it makes more XLM for you.
Well, and that's kind of similar to Aqua, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, Aqua is its own thing where you can make passive Aqua and then turn it into XLM if you want to as well. But you can literally wrap up just your XLM and make passive XLM too. So I'll do like YXLM and then be making Aqua and then throw it into YXLM to like just keep doubling up the rewards or whatever.
Man, you're gonna turn into Aquaman. You don't watch out.
The Aqua must flow, bro. I need to get an Aqua hat.
I've been big on Cosmos. Cosmos DeFi system is probably like one of the best DeFi systems, bro. I gotta be
undervalued, bro.
Undervalued for sure. Also Hedera's ecosystem, like with Salsa Swap and stuff, is pretty legit. The cool thing I like about Cosmos is that if you go on Ledger Live offers you, I think, like 7% or 9% for staking with Cosmos. But if you can actually have your Cosmos stored, I made a post about it. That's how I was talking about having your crypto in your wallet and still making money off of it. You can have your Cosmos in your IBC wallet. So let's just say like your Leap wallet. So you can have a Leap wallet, connect your Ledger with your open your Leap wallet, connect it with your Ledger, have your Cosmos balance show, and then go onto your Leap wallet, the mobile wallet, and you can stake. So, for example, you have XLR on there, you have Check on there, you have Band Protocol on there, even got Cosmos from the Corium from the Corium chain, direct staking on the chain, and you can be earning. So each one has a different interest. So there's also FET is on there too. They all have different interest rates. One's 10%, one's 8%, one's 9%. A few of them are 11%. And this is all within the ledger. And so I'm still holding Cosmos on my ledger, but at the same time, my money is making me money while it's on my ledger. Isn't that dope? Bro. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Cosmos ecosystem is awesome in terms of the DeFi stuff. The one quip I have with it is that you have to lock it up. Like, you have to be smart with your lockups. Like, to undelegate, it takes 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks to undelegate. I can undelegate my Aqua and be getting or delegate it and get hourly payouts, and then undelegate it and have not have to wait. So I'm waiting for Cosmos to get to that level where it's I'm done locking up this stuff for 2, because sometimes shit pumps and you're like, damn, I gotta wait 2 weeks for this thing to cash out. It could crash by then,
Yeah. But now I'm not really worried about the price, because when you're in the DeFi world like that, you really don't care about the price, because the price is gonna happen regardless, right? Whether it's in 6 months or whether it's a year and 6 months, who cares? Either way, it's gonna happen. But at the same time, like Fuma was saying early in the beginning of the show, this is not gonna be the same space in 25, 26, even in 27, 28. Right. It's not gonna be the same space. It's gonna be a whole different environment. So might as well take advantage and get all these free cryptos. It's basically you're using the market's money to get more money. So you're using the market. Coins. Yeah, you're using your own coins as collateral, right? As the initial buy-in to use the market to make you more coins.
So cool.
Hey, real quick, we got one from Louisiana, $5 super chat. He says he got 5 on it. He says this one's for Fuma. XRP Healthcare is going to be game changing. I'm stacking everything. Limited supply free game for the listeners. You guys into XRP Healthcare?
Yeah,
So
I
Yeah.
mean,
He
I
also
even got
said
the
change your password.
yeah, I've been a part of XPL for a few years now. Yeah,
XOPL
That's the way.
microcaps are good to look into for sure.
yeah.
Those are the ones
Bro,
you
I'm
just
reading.
set.
I'm reading
Just set them
the
and let them
debate, the
go.
consensus in the chat, bro. People are talking that back to the whole, Hugo Filion and also Dirk with an expector. People are saying they're not ever they like expectors trying to leave XRP Ledger. People are saying Hugo Filion was never affiliated with Ripple. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think they were ever in bed together, or was it just all riding coattails, separate projects? I
I
wonder.
don't think Flair and Ripple had anything to do with each other. I think they're two separate projects. Honestly, I really do. I think if Ripple and Flair were working together in bed, we wouldn't have an Evernode. We wouldn't have Evers, or we wouldn't have any other stuff, because it's the same
I think
thing.
I think
Dude,
Right?
Ripple right now
Ripple is
is
more
very
in bed
careful
with
about
the
what they talk
Cosmos
about.
ecosystem than they are with Flare. Like,
I
they
agree.
shout
I
out the
100%
Cosmos
agree with
ecosystem way more than they shout out Flare. And
that.
there's something
100%.
concerning to that. Like, dude, I asked Hugo Filion in a space because what drew me to Flare was not only Brad Garlinghouse saying that they invested in Flare Networks, which made us all bullish, but Hugo Filion presented at an Interledger Protocol Summit in 2019. So he was there. He was in the same room with the people saying all the money on Interledger Protocol, and he was there representing Flare Networks. So I'm assuming they are very aware of each other and their teams, but they don't acknowledge each other, and I think it's freaking weird. Like, dude, Cosmos
There's,
was at that Interledger Protocol Summit, and they acknowledge Cosmos all the freaking time.
yeah, and
So it's like,
there's more connection with Solo and Corium and Ripple than there is with any other company to do with Ripple. Literally,
right,
those are the only Solo and Corium and Ripple have close affiliation, and publicly have affiliation, and even advertise their affiliation with each other. Besides anybody else, I never seen Ripple and Xtra come on stage together. I've never seen Ripple and
right,
Casino Coin come on stage together. I've never seen Ripple and Flare
right.
come on the same stage together. I've never seen any other. I've seen Ripple and Cosmos. I've seen Ripple and Corium. I've seen Ripple and Solo. I've seen Ripple
Dude,
and IBC, but I've never seen anyone else.
David Schwartz in an interview this week was shouting out Evmos, Axelar, and Corium. He said those three multiple times in his interview with what's his name, King Solomon, right?
Mm.
And I was like, damn, that would have been a good opportunity. And he was saying, these platforms that are trying to connect the XRPL to other platforms, that would have been a great opportunity to say something like Flare Networks, because they're literally trying to connect everything. And David
Yeah.
Schwartz doesn't give a shout out. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, I like Flare because of how undervalued it looks in terms of price, and like that it's a layer one crypto and has very ambitious tech, and they're rolling out things. So maybe it's a very good time right now to be investing. But damn, dude, I just want to see some acknowledgement from like other crypto
Yeah.
company saying, Flare, what you're doing is awesome. Like, dude, even if Solana said, Flare, what you're doing is awesome, or any other crypto company, like, you're not getting any acknowledgement from other layer one cryptos saying that Flare is great. It's weird.
Why is everyone ignoring Flare? That's the thing. Why is everyone ignoring? Are they ignoring Flare, or are they jealous of Flare? Because
Yeah.
Flare's been doing really good at price action. It's one below a Quant right now, because Quant's been going down and the Flare's been going up the chart. So
Remember. Well,
solid.
we always looked at Flare. As like the smart contracts, like part of XRP. But then Zahao came in with hooks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that kind of fucked it all off. So that tells me, maybe not. But it's weird, bro, because Schwartz talks about Zahao, and he talks about the smart contract capability. But will that ever integrate? Will it always be a side chain? Will they make an amendment? Will we vote on hooks on XRP Ledger? That's the fucking key, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Ripple,
Also-
Ripple don't come out with a lot of shit, bro. They're holding on to all kind of information. Like, it makes me more bullish.
Yeah, they got a bunch of NDAs. Yeah.
I don't want to
That's
play like advocate on every side, but it makes me bullish that, like, why, I don't know, that they don't speak about it doesn't turn me off of Flare. especially like XTC is integrating with Flare. I mean, there's signs, bro. You know, so
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
sure. There's signs.
Buster with the bullishness, bro. That's beautiful.
Well, Flare's working
Yeah,
with
but when
Google
was the
too.
last time we heard
One.
XDC acknowledge Flare networks as well? Like, and who was acknowledging it on which side? Was it XDC acknowledging Flare, or was it Flare saying that they're integrating XDC? Because Flare, they love just getting the communities. Like, if Flare is the one saying we're integrating XDC and XDC is not acknowledging it, then there's something weird with that. Like, to me, like, I would like XDC to acknowledge, yeah, Flare Networks is integrating us. Congratulations to Flare. They're building out something nice over there. But if it's just Flare saying, hey, we're integrating XRP, BTC, XLM, Doge, all the big community cryptos, come to our community now. Like, you know, I'm not trying to, dude, I hodl Flare, and like, I just think it's freaking weird what's going on here. So maybe that makes it really appealing and stuff. Like, that makes it like a really great investment or a terrible investment. It's like either or with Flare right now. That's what it's looking like, you know? Yeah.
Mhm.
But even
But,
the Flare community is still really XRP. I mean, it's a branch of XRP,
Right.
and you know,
100%.
people go hard on Flare,
Totally.
but
Well, the first drop
What
was for
Ripple does to
XRP
me-
holders. That's how they got everybody in. The
Yeah,
initial
exactly.
airdrop.
Initial airdrop, and everybody's
They leveraged the
a
XRP
Flare
community.
fan. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the drama how no one got their coins with Songbird and how everyone stole it, the exchanges stole it and all stuff. That's what brought the attention. Had those things never happened, would there be any attention on
But
Songbird?
Also,
today?
they kept changing the dates, and people kept getting mad.
Right.
Mhm.
Where's
Right.
my flare? Where's my flare?
but
Yeah. Yeah.
Why-
I hear
why
you.
does
I hear you for
Coinbase-
the other side.
why does Coinbase not give you your Songbird if it's shit?
That's true.
Why does
Right.
Coinbase even want it? You see what
Bro,
I'm saying?
bro.
Yeah,
I was
like-
just gonna fucking say that. Like, there's got to be something
Yeah.
there because fuckface
So-
Armstrong has been stealing fucking Songbird. Yeah.
If it comes out to be a nothing burger, that's fine. But I'm bullish on Flare and Songbird, bro. And I think it's,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, it doesn't mean one of them has to be shit and the other one has to be good. You know, there's room for all this shit,
No.
man, because it's gonna be market caps over market caps over market caps, man. It's gonna be
Yeah. Yeah.
infinite
yeah.
possibilities to everything.
You know you're an OG if you were in that snapshot.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna
Exactly.
snapshot. Yeah.
Dude, like, hey, I'm happy with the Flare that I got and the passive income it's generating. And I think it's going to make us some good gains because it's still like early days in the crypto space. Like, we're going to make some good speculative gains on it. I just want to hear other projects saying, yo, Flare is freaking awesome. That's it. That's all I want to hear. I just want to hear one project going, hey, we respect what Flare Networks is doing out there and they're really connecting everything. You know, just something like that. You know?
E4 says, why would McDonald's promote Wendy's?
Yeah.
Over the past,
Yeah.
but over the past
Well,
2 years,
dude,
we've had more.
we're not at a place. Sorry, I don't mean to cut off, but why wouldn't McDonald's promote Wendy's? They're already in the mainstream, though. It doesn't make sense for them to be supporting each other that way. We're in an early days of a crypto market that is pennies, and like it's better if they're all working together. Hence, why you're seeing mergers for ASI with FET, Ocean Protocol, and AGIX. All three of these are acknowledging each other and going, dude, these are awesome protocols, but you know what will make them even more awesome? If we collaborate and merge together, right? Like, I think there's got to be more camaraderie in the crypto space before we go, oh yeah, let's not promote them because now they're big deal, right? Like, that's the difference between the McDonald's and Wendy's statement. We're at McDonald's and Wendy's before they became McDonald's and freaking Wendy's. So McDonald's and Wendy's should be working together and acknowledging each other and being like, yeah, they're good, right? Like, hell, Brad Garlinghouse says, I want to see a Solana ETF. I want to see a Cardano ETF, right? He's playing the camaraderie angle. He's not playing the, oh, we should separate ourselves and not like acknowledge the competition, you know?
Mhm.
Just my 2 cents, you know, just less
that, but
tribalism.
He says that, no tribalism, but they don't say nothing about Flare or Expector and
Right.
communities within their own ecosystem.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
It is.
What's going on?
Well, in reality, like we were at Apex. What was that? 22? Was that 22 bags? We were at Apex Vegas,
Think so.
and
Yeah.
remember Solo had to run their own side party, but I don't remember I don't remember the speakers at Apex. So I'm not sure if Corey and Solo had a speaker slot, but they
They're
had to
at the
run their
next
own
one.
side party.
They're at this next up
What's
and
that?
coming Apex. Solo will be there speaking.
Okay, so that just proves Nerdy's connection where Ripple
Yeah.
Solo. So Ripple Solo's connected, but is Flair speaking at fucking Apex coming up? That's the question. That's your answer. You know what I mean?
I don't think
So
so.
I don't know.
Dude, and the little quip bits of Hugo, I don't know if you guys follow Hugo's posts, but every once in a while he lets his ego get the best of him, like a Charles Hoskinson, and he'll poke fun at XRPL, saying like, oh, XRPL's not going to have utility until it's on Flare or something like that. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you making fun of XRP community or XRP?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's like Dirk, man. Dirk's been hella sour lately, bro. That fool, he'll come out and be like, "We got to go multi-chain, like Expector," and I'm like, "Don't get me wrong, I love Dirk. He's fucking hilarious, but he'll just go ham on other chains. It's because they get tired of XRP Ledger, but we're fucking this close from the first regulatory clarified crypto on Earth, like." You know what I'm saying? So
BPM's
we're already
going
there, damn
multi-chain
near.
too. BPM's going multi-chain too, and they got a Ripple grant on top of that.
Bro, but they rode the coattails. See, BPM is good too because they do the ticketing, and that's phenomenal. They're flagship. They're the first mover advantage type thing with the whole ticketing thing on the XRP Ledger. But why? Why so sour all of a sudden when we're this close, dude? It's crazy.
Dude, Ledger City, Mo Morrissey. Yeah,
the connections with like Flare, right? I understand what Flare is going after. Flare is going after data and onboarding traditional data to make it, this new blockchain data and AI and all that stuff. We get it, we understand it, but at the same time, ICP, Internet Computer Protocol, is massive, right? They're doing things that a lot of chains are not even considering or even thought of even doing yet. So, like if ICP, they have a connection with, let's say, Constellation and ICP alone can be oracles, and they can onboard a bunch of data. They can onboard a bunch. They have like DAG is for AI, 100%. There's nothing about it, right? This is why IOTA even moved to the Tango, and this is why even Hedera even has the acyclic graph model. Because when you're dealing with the big time data, you're going to go through a DAG model. So that's what I'm saying. If Flare is about data and all this other stuff, and they're poking at Ripple and all those other things, but yet where are the connections? Yeah, they connect to there's a connection to XDC, but even XDC is regional. XDC is mainly focused on Japan area. Besides Japan area, what is XDC focusing on? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like.
Dude,
I think
these are open source integrations. It's like when you're integrating, when Flare says we integrated Doge or we've integrated, like all these cryptos have big communities or really strong supporting niche communities. And they know what they're doing with Flare in terms of their advertising. They're trying to get these communities to come over to Flare or entertain Flare, right? And I mean, dude, once again, they're open source. So you could, if you're a blockchain project, you can integrate with this other blockchain project if it's open source. So it's not like you did a partnership. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're doing anything that's super unique and different.
Honestly, I think, I don't know what you guys are looking for. Like, I don't give a fuck if Ripple shouts out Flare or not. If you're holding Flare, you will be a rich son of a bitch. There's a whole fucking shit ton of enterprises besides XRP. They already know what they're going to do. They're going to smack it down on you. First of all, Ripple don't say shit about anything they already have. There's all kind of partnerships they haven't said shit. So I don't need them to, shout out Flare, Zahao. I don't care what Ripple says. But even if Flare was completely disconnected from Ripple, it's going nowhere. Because there's all kind of enterprises that could use the Flare system. You know, it doesn't matter
Yeah,
if ICP does it. Doesn't matter how many others do it. There's a lot of people that could use.
When it really comes down to it,
Yeah.
I don't think like what I'm trying to get at is I don't think a lot of these chains there's regional change where changes have each chain has over a regional piece of area, and then you have international change like Quant and Ripple and Stellar, and Casper, where these like even Morpheus, where these standards are going to be used globally. So I think there's like levels to this, to where do you want to be buying a regional crypto right now? Or do you want to be buying an international crypto right now? Because over time, the regional ones will still be a good price to come in. Yeah, they might go up, but they're going to go up as much as the international ones, as much as the global ones. You get what I'm saying? Like Ripple is 100% a global entity because of the partnerships. It's just right in your face. And there's so many documents talking about real time Ripple, RTXP, right? Real time payment protocol. So Ripple has a protocol, right? Quant has a protocol, TC 307. That's an international standard of organization protocol, right? Ripple with rich data. Anytime you mention T1 or T0, Ripple's in the name. Stellar's in the name. So Ripple and Stellar are working hand to hand. They're basically one company at this point. And with you tie that in with Quant, those three alone are taking over the game. And then you have a direct connection to IBM within that. So that give you direct connection to Stronghold and a direct connection to Casper. So I think that alone is your integrate your enterprise grade stuff, right? That connects into Hedera and Algo. Through there you have a connection to XDC. Through there you have a connection to Flare, but it's not within that connection. You get what I'm saying?
We got a 589 from Angus Scrim, says, "Cheers, everyone." Cheers, brother. Appreciate you.
I think the discussion here is what I just want to know clearly whether Flare is a real boat or not. That's it. I know it's going to make me money. I know it's going to go up in the speculative cycle. I know the passive income that I'm generating with it is going to make me a ton of money. But I just want to know, is it one that is worth holding like a bigger bag that I'm probably planning on holding in the long term after the speculative cycle? Like, is it... That's what I like. That's why I want the substance. That's why I want the acknowledgement. That's why I want those connections, because that's what keeps me holding for longer term with the bigger bag versus, speculative bull cycle comes, I can cash out on my Flare and then just play with house money here, that type of thing.
I'll tell you this, G. One of the main awesome guys in the space that I've met multiple times. Great guy. Crypto OG, he just put a comment out, and I trust him wholeheartedly. Love you, Crypto OG. He goes, "They said it was a scam. Now my Flare bag is on overload." Shout out OG. There's your answer, G. Trust OG, bro. Trust OG.
Straight up.
All right, gotcha, dude. I mean, all right. Hey, man, if we're gonna be in the traditional financial system for another 5 to 10 years, then yeah, dude, I'm loading up on Flare and I'm just going to be building up that passive income then, like, for sure.
Well, one of the early arguments I remember we used to get into in the early days is diversification or not. And the one thing I got to hand to you, G, is that you're well researched and well diversified, but you have your tradle bag, because you've always talked about tradle bag as well as hodl bag. And so you're well positioned, bro. You're not going to lose at all, bro. You know what I mean?
Also,
because you know about. Sorry, go ahead.
Also, if you got in early on the Flare, most of it you got for free, so you're riding on house money anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
Right up the gate.
No, exactly, man.
We got.
Yeah, I'm just like sour on how it turned out. Still, I guess like it could have been such a perfect marriage. Like it was so great. Like XRP community was, dude. You know this, Bagman. Like, dude, we were all so behind Flare and SGB, and like XRP community was taking time out of their own XRP videos to talk about how awesome Flare was. And then as we get closer to the launch, they just start acting funny and weird, and we're like, what's going on here? Why is this happening? And, now it's like freaking Hugo poking fun every once in a while at the XRP community. It's like, dude, this is like the worst of how it should have turned out. It should have just been awesome from the get-go. and then
when it
just put
comes
up
to
proposals for votes. Like, how come you could have just stick to the original vision and then after the whole thing, put up proposals for voting and everything, you know, to change up whatever dynamics you wanted to change up, you know? So,
hell yeah.
yeah, I mean,
What's this?
dude,
Awaken
it's gonna
X?
make
What
us
is this,
like
Batman?
we're being greedy here. We're being greedy here, but you know, when I'm looking at the boat, I want to make sure that boat's got a real engine in it, right? So far, what I'm seeing with Flare is that I see that there's a boat on the outside and it looks freaking awesome. I'm still trying to figure out if there's a real engine in that freaking
I think
boat.
they're still
My
building out
money
the
and
engine
the
right
growing
now.
money is telling me there's a real engine, right? But yeah,
They're still building
Hell
out
yeah.
the engine right now.
yeah, exactly.
It's a
Meanwhile,
sweet engine,
Cosmos.
G.
Meanwhile, Cosmos
it's
has
not.
IBC and a real engine and cross-ledger interoperability already, and connecting to the XRPL, connecting everything literally through IBC. Like,
The hella chains already, bro.
yeah.
And that's like
It's
when
a-
it comes to like AI
It's a
and stuff like
sweet
that.
engine, G. It's a sweet one, not a sour one. It's a sweet engine. Sorry, go ahead,
Yeah,
Nerdy.
there we go. There we go.
When it comes to like IoT, when it
I
comes
love it.
to
Everybody's like, I'm buying Flare right now on this bearishness.
when it comes to like DeFi and IoT and stuff like that, like IoTX is one I betted on for sure because they have huge connections. FET is another big one I'm betting on for sure with AI and DePIN because they have a direct connection with Bosch. Flare is legit, but at the same time, like again, you have DAG and you have Casper. Casper is working directly with IBM with Watson X. So it's like you have what if connections and then you have these are connections. You know what I mean? The what if connections are cool. You know, you can speculate all we want, but I like the these are connections. That's why I like.
But yeah, dude, I love Buster's perspective though. It's like, dude, we're literally just nitpicking. Like, this thing's gonna make us money.
Hey, let's check out
I
this
just
I
heard
mean,
that.
check out
We're
this
just
video,
nitpicking.
and then we're gonna close out for coffee time. We got some things going on today, so we're gonna run the shows a little shorter today. But we got Awaken here. You either got what it takes to be an XRP holder, or you don't. Point blank. Period.
What is up, my fellow XRP holders? If you are holding XRP with a long-term perspective, you are chosen. Very few people. When we look at a broad landscape of the population of Earth, very few people hold XRP. With that said, you're going to come across some haters. Some people tell you not to do this or not to do that. Time to sit down and shut the hell up. XRP is a great opportunity. When we look at Texas' new stock exchange, Saudi Arabia is dumping the petrodollar June 9th. When we look at BRICS financial system, when we look at the amount of treasury bonds that are being dumped, possible interest rates being cut, derivatives, and the amount of treasury bonds that are being dumped, man, you know that this financial system is on a bubble. So, you know, I've always been a voice that said XRP is not designed to serve a three-dimensional crumbling banking system. It is designed to usher in a golden era. And some people can see it. Some people are chosen to see it. Some people cannot. If you are one of those people that are chosen and can see it, I celebrate you today. Keep going. Don't give up.
Buy crypto, suckers.
Dude, so bullish. So bullish. Dude,
Was
we got to
is
talk about that.
Buster? Was that Buster? Did you grow a beard, Buster? sit the hell down and
Sit
shut up.
down. Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh,
man.
that was beautiful.
Dude,
Yeah.
with Trump now being crypto president, I'm interested to see what the BRICS are going to do. Are they going to select their own cryptos? Are they going to try to compete and being crypto presidents as well? Or are they going to choose something else out? Like, I'm interested how this whole narrative with the US dollar collapsing is going to go. And now with like the bridges being burnt and more isolated perspectives being created, like are BRICS going to embrace crypto? And if that's the case, are they going to embrace Bitcoin, thus making Trump, the crypto president, have to select XRP? Because he's not going to want to agree with what the BRICS are doing, right?
Blue bricks.
I mean, it's interesting to think about.
Well, I think Nerdy's onto something. He's talking about international cryptos and then regional cryptos. So the BRICS nations will pick. That's why there's all these chains that are super bullish. Like you can't fucking lose if you're in the basket of cryptos that you guys have been talking about for years. You know what I mean? So very few of us will lose, I think.
Hey, we're gonna close this one out and hop over to coffee time. Berserker's headed over to NASCAR, and Uncle Buster got some games going on today, so we're gonna cut this one short so we can get the coffee time show on the road. You guys got any last words before we dip out? Fuma, you've been quiet. What's up?
I think my microphone's jacked up. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
No, but you're on the mic now. I can hear it. You're on the real mic now.
Yeah, I had to disable some stuff. So I'm enjoying the show. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in the chat talking while y'all doing it, but I think I think all of you guys have some great points. I think you're correct. Cosmos off rip, you know how I feel about that. I think with Ripple and Flare, I think there's a relationship there, but I think Ripple's not trying to bring them through what they're going through right now. I think once the case is over, I think Brad's going to tell us some stuff that we're going to be like, huh? What? I think we're going to be like losing our minds, throwing stuff at each other, and then we're going to have Uncle Buster in the corner like, I think Bags is gonna be putting on his chains, doing bags like this, and I think Berserker's gonna be raging, and I'm gonna be like, Nerdy, what the fuck? He's gonna be like, Fuma, it's all right. And then GDLT is gonna be looking at me like saying, what are you gonna stake next? But I think it's bullish, guys. Honestly, I think we are so close we don't know where we're at, and I think it's scary because we're seeing all the crap pumping right now. Right? Like, I'm going to give you an example. I was watching a YouTube show between that one Bitcoin maxi guy and this other guy, right? And they were going at it. You know, they mentioned dog with hat, bonk. They mentioned everything but XRP, XLM, Songbird Flare. I mean, they mentioned the low of the lows. And they didn't mention that. For me, that was golden because they didn't want to give out no advice. That's all I got to say. I'm bullish.
Coffee time on the docket. We're going to close this one out and hop right over. See you guys on coffee time. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Louisiana for the super chat. Angus Scrim. Shout out to the panel. Get your coffee cups ready. Grab a bag and let's talk crypto. Sit down and shut up. Let's go.
Later, Glitches.
Let's love y'all.
Beautiful.
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it to the moon. Pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it up. XRP to the moon. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up.